Hello, I'm Mike, or Passenger, and I'm here in Boston at a cafe 939 and about to play my first gig of my headline American tour, which is very exciting. If I could be transported to a decade of music, it would probably be the 70s. I think there were some fantastic singer-songwriters around then, and Pop Idol and X Factor didn't exist, which is a good thing. My guilty pleasure is sort of big American power ballads from the 80s. Songs like Toto's Africa or I Wanna Know What Love Is by Foreigner. Just completely over the top, pretty horrendous, but there's something glorious and wonderful about them as well, so yeah, power ballads. I think the first album that I got, it's not actually that embarrassing. I think it was Thriller by Michael Jackson, which is very bloody brilliant album, you know. So yeah, I'd love to tell you something more embarrassing, but I think it's actually quite cool, sorry. If money wasn't an object, what musical gear would I get? I'm not really much of a gearhead. Like I'm pretty crap at recording and stuff. I always just get somebody else to come and do that. And like I love my guitar, and I don't use any pedals or anything. So I'd probably say a jetpack. If I could be a superhero, it's always a toss-up between flying and being invisible. I find the whole invisible thing a bit creepy. Like people who say, I wish I could be invisible. Like why? What are you gonna be up to? What are you up? Like that's a bit scary. So probably flying, you know, because I hate getting on planes as well. And you just be like, cool, I'll go now, and make my job a lot easier, I think. Maybe Helpless by Neil Young. I think that's a wonderful song. Well, I'd say polar bear, but only because I think they're cute, and if you were a polar bear, you wouldn't be like, I'm bloody cute, you know, and actually, life in the Arctic is getting pretty tricky with the ice melting. Like, it's probably not ideal to be a polar bear. So actually thinking about it, I'd probably be like a fat house cat that just gets fed all the time and like pampered. I think Johnny Cash would have some good stories to tell. Get Johnny Cash along. Although he'd probably be quite quiet and a bit grumpy, I should imagine. Probably not the best dinner guest, but I'd have him anyway. Ricky Gervais, because I think he's the funniest human being on earth. And probably should have a female to balance out all the testosterone. So pretty girl. Scarlett Johansson.
Good choice.
Just so I could stare at her. Not in a creepy way, not in like, I want to be invisible kind of way. There's a guy called Stu Larsen from Australia who I'm best friends with, and he comes and plays at my shows a lot, and he's phenomenal, and I think he should be very famous, and I think he will be one day. So Stu Larsen, check him out. If I could put on a show with any other act, like they can't be too good because they'd show me up, you know, so you have to weigh that up. So, but probably Otis Redding. Like he'd definitely show me up a lot, but it would be pretty sweet to hang out with that guy. If Hollywood made a movie about my life, firstly, it would be an absolute bomb at the cinema. I don't think anybody would go and see it. That'd be a pretty boring movie. But who would play me? I think an Eddie Murphy character, actually. Probably Eddie Murphy would be the best fit. sort of lively African American guy. I think that'd be perfect. I'm Mike, or Passenger. If you're still watching after my ridiculous answers, you can find my music at passengermusic.com and on YouTube and the rest of the internet.